Hello everyone, I'm RC and this is Spartan Ops, Legendary Solo, No Deaths. Episode 7, Invasion, and this is Chapter 3, Engine of Destruction on Infinity. And when they say Infinity, they mean of course the ship Infinity. Here's my loadout, DMR regen field plasma pistol, ammo. Might as well pick up a few extra rounds from that box there, that's why I dropped down. I love how Miller calls me a team. I'm a one-man team. So, gonna make our way through some corridors, which are surprisingly tall. Then we're gonna get to the server room again. We're gonna have to fight in there. Go through the server room, out the other side to some more corridors, and eventually we're gonna get to the engine room. Why hangars are quite so close to the engine room, I don't know. That does seem to be a sort of easy way for enemies to get to a very vital area of the ship. Also like how they often like to have bridges that are actually external to the ship with nice big glass windows so you can see and shoot at the captain most directly. I remember there was a piece of Halo lore where the Covenant thought this was absolutely ridiculous for the humans to do, and they always had the bridges of their ships buried deep inside, so you'd have to cut through a lot of the decks to be able to attack the leadership of each Covenant vessel. I thought that made a lot more sense, really. Although saying that, back in Halo 1, Truth and Reconciliation, the bridge was also very close to the hangar there. So I guess both humans and Covenant make the same sort of design mistakes. So a mixture of both Covenant and Prometheans on this level. DMR plasma pistol all the way. Do watch out for these crawlers that come from the left actually. Sometimes I'm just running around to the right because that's where you're supposed to go, and I got caught with 3 of them behind me and I was like, oh damn. And then Knights approaching me from the front as well. Wasn't good. They won't come into this doorway though, so you're pretty safe in here. Really, I believe the only sort of external things you'll want close to the bridge is easy access to escape pods. And not the kind on the Pillar of Autumn where they can just sort of stick their building craft inside. No, you want it more secure than that. That guy's always scripted. Oh, I missed a grenade. I think I've got him now. Oh, watch out for these guys. There's no remote detonator on the device for me to hack. Crimson's gotta do things the old-fashioned way. So in the last episode, on Search and Destroy, Chapter 4, on map Cyclone, we discovered that the Covenant were in the midst of stealing our tech. They'd got a hold of some nuclear warheads. How we weren't more concerned about those going missing before, I don't know. But they stole them, they took the warheads out, and now they're using them to try and blow up our ship. Or at least being ready to blow up that ship. They don't actually succeed in doing it. They're all too concerned with other things that you learn in the next episode. Or at least a CG episode for the next episode. Watch out for these guys up on here, of course. Don't want them shooting them in the back. New plasma pistol's always good. Just have to clear out a couple of enemies, including him.
Room's clear. Crimson, I'm sending you instructions to disarm the warhead. Lucky for us, they hadn't primed it yet.
Instructions for disarming the warhead, which is basically just press the button. Very complicated.
Everything in the area wasn't reduced to its component molecules, so I'm gonna say yes. Back on the road to the engine room then. Let's go, Spartans.
So quite a lot of enemies come in at this point. You'll have to be careful because they do come from both sides. Probably be more careful than I am.
Sergeant Velasco to all channels. Engine room's overrun. We're not gonna be able to hold this place together too much longer. Keep it it together, Marine. Spartans are on their way. Let's better hurry. The hinge heads are bringing it.
It always has a huge sort of disconnect for me when they call the elites hinge heads, and this is the only game they've ever used that word. It's squid head or like split chin. Split chin is the favorite one. They just introduced this random new vernacular for no reason. That always annoyed me. I don't think he has a weapon. He has like a little weapon. That's weird. Look at that. Ow. Huh. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I guess they need me in the engine room, which is right
I'm sincerely concerned about my
there.
inability to spot these threats. I see everything on the ship at all times. Why can't I see this?
Everything on the ship at all times, even when the Marines want sexy time. That's kind of disturbing. And kind of an invasion of privacy. But anyway, it's not like the Covenant aren't known for, you know, stealth technology. Just in the last game, Halo Reach, they had an entire Covenant supercarrier just cloaked, hanging above the planet, and we were like, didn't realize it was there.
There's a weird power reading nearby.
So some little nuclear warheads, not a problem for the Covenant to hide, to be honest. Just gonna take these guys out first,
Another nuke.
and we've magically discovered
I
it.
see it before. Crimson,
Yay!
drill. Disarm that explosive. And make it quick, okay? There's a
Complicated
timer on
disarm
this one, and it's
sequence.
primed. That did it. Excellent work, Crimson. Spartan Miller, I know why I couldn't see the bombs. They've been outfitted with active camouflage. How can you tell? Because Crimson killed an elite holding a cloaking remote. Marking the next target now. Crimson, move!
I don't remember killing an elite with a cloaking remote, but okay, I'm sure that happened. Just gonna wait here for a few seconds because enemies are coming off these two top areas, and we can also get an overcharge on this guy. Just find it easier to take him out like that. You might think you could get up to those high platforms, and in fact you can with a jetpack. But once you get up there, there's an invisible kill barrier, time you out, what is it, 10 seconds these days? So you can't stay up there for long. You can have a little peek, a little run around, and then that's it. Fun over. Looking for another plasma pistol. Not finding any. Gonna have to make do with this. And then a whole bunch of enemies come from the same positions. I'm gonna run over here as fast as I can. That was a bit too close for comfort. And then fight my way back out. Relatively short one this episode. Well, for this episode.
Shut it down, Crimson.
Only 13.5 minutes, rather than like 20 minutes for the other three on Infinity. No need to worry about ammo, of course. You're on the Infinity. There's ammo everywhere. I was looking for a box in here, but there doesn't actually seem to be one. You know, although I play these a lot and I've done them no deaths, I don't know where everything is. There's way too many items in this thing to remember everything. So what is that, number 4? Just from the left side this time. Don't have to retreat for spot. Use these little covenant barriers they set up. find it interesting that they use these Covenant barriers rather than their UNSC equivalent, which do exist. I guess they wanted to give you more visibility across. Because of course the UNSC ones are all metal and opaque. Might as well pick up some more ammo. Sniper rifle in that crate, by the way, if you want it. I don't think it's particularly useful on this mission. I'm going to be using sniper rifles more on the next mission. And running away again. Just one enemy here. I'd like to be proactive with him if he doesn't dodge so much.
Spartan Miller, there's another nuke. Get it, Crimson.
This gives me a safe room, relatively speaking. Let's move in, take out these jackals, and then I've got somewhere to back into. And there are enemies that are quite aggressive in here. However, you've got this sort of central island that you can is very useful for cover. I sometimes feel like I'm downplaying how hard these are. Like I actually died quite a few times on these missions. Trying to figure out where I could stand. Oh, I love this. The elites are so tall they're not actually covered by those little panels on that central platform. Brilliant. Probably want to take out as much as you can from here. You've got plenty of room to back up. You've got ammo right next to you as well, which you didn't have on the other side. Just pop, pop, pop. Gonna get there. Almost worn them down, Spartans. Let's see if any of them had any pleasant pistols. I don't think they did. And most of them are despawning anyway. Maybe time for a little bit of sniper rifle action. Specifically for this guy. You can sometimes see him when you're actually standing in that room over to the left. However, you try and look over the railing and down at him, he's probably going to shoot you in the face. And this, you have to get so close that the splash damage is going to get you if it hits you or if it goes behind you. Don't do that. So I just come here, grab the sniper rifle. He's standing right there. He doesn't really move very much, so you can get the shots off him to kill him before he runs away. Obviously, like I just demonstrated. And then there's some jackals, you know, they're no problem. And then you press the button, and that is your final one.
That's it. Confirmed. All warheads disarmed.
Congratulations!
Roland, engine room secured.
You've just watched me complete
Actually, the engine room could. It's
Engine of
secure, but
Destruction.
there's reinforcements en route. Hear that, Spartans? Fortify your positions as quickly as possible. More bad guys are headed your way.
But with your newfound knowledge, perhaps you too can also do it. Tap to complete. 13 minutes 27, 142 enemies, no deaths. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped with you. Hope you enjoyed it also. Gonna have the next episode out hopefully tomorrow, and that'll be the Guns of Infinity. So I hope you join me in that episode.